The Christian life is filled with trials, opportunities, and responsibilities. Often, we long for great blessings, greater responsibilities, and a significant impact in God's kingdom. But the Word teaches us a fundamental principle. God entrusts us with more when we are faithful in the little. In Luke 16:10, Jesus says, "Whoever is faithful in very little is also faithful in much, and whoever is dishonest in very little is also dishonest in much." This principle reveals that how we handle the small things in life reflects our character and determines how much more God can trust us with. Today, we will explore the importance of consistency, integrity, and faithfulness in the little, and how this opens the door for God to trust us with more. The principle of faithfulness in the little God watches over every detail of our life. What seems insignificant to man is, to God, a test of character. David's example. Before becoming king, he was a shepherd. In his faithfulness to that seemingly minor duty, God prepared him for great things. In the Bible, we see that God constantly tests his servants with small responsibilities before entrusting them with greater tasks. Faithfulness in the everyday being, faithful in our daily responsibilities, whether big or small. The importance of honesty at work, in the family, and in the church. Biblical example of Joseph. His faithfulness in Potiphar's house and in prison led him to become the governor of Egypt. Faithfulness also manifests in the management of our finances, relationships, and time. Jesus teaches us that if we are not faithful with material things, how will he entrust us with spiritual riches? Luke 16:11. Consistency in the Christian life. God seeks consistent people, those who do not depend on circumstances. Prayer, Bible reading, and communion with God require discipline and faithfulness. Matthew 25:21. Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Consistency is key to our spiritual growth. Many times we want to see great changes in our life, but we get discouraged when progress is slow. God rewards persistence, integrity, the test of the heart. Being faithful in the little requires integrity, doing what is right when no one is watching. Daniel's example, faithful in prayer and obedience to God, even when his life was at risk. Integrity reflects our love and reverence for God. The temptation to compromise our values can be great, but we must remember that faithfulness in small things shapes our character and prepares us for greater challenges. The rewards of faithfulness. God honors those who honor him. Faithfulness in the little opens doors to greater opportunities. The greatest reward is not just earthly, but eternal. Hearing, "Well done, good and faithful servant," in God's presence. When we are faithful in the little, God equips us to receive more. Those who manage well what has been given to them will be entrusted with more. Matthew 25:29. The challenge of faithfulness in today's society. In a world that seeks instant gratification, being faithful in the little may seem difficult. Many times we want quick results without going through the process of growth that God has designed. Remember that every test of faithfulness is an opportunity to mature in faith and show God that we are ready to receive more. Faithfulness is not just an option, it is a necessity in the Christian life to experience God's purpose. Faithfulness in the little is not an insignificant detail, but a key principle in God's kingdom. Every act of obedience, no matter how small it may seem, is a seed that will bear fruit. If we are faithful in what God has given us today, he will trust us with more tomorrow. The question is, will we be faithful in the little so that God can trust us with much? May our desire be to live with integrity, consistency, and faithfulness in every area of our life, knowing that God is watching, preparing us, and rewarding us. Amen.